Good morning. Like many of you across this great state, we're watching this storm, and they're so unpredictable, and they really are. I mean, you do everything you can to prepare. How's the old saying go? I'd rather be prepared and not need it than need it and not be prepared. And I hope and I pray everybody followed that advice. But this is 155 mile an hour winds, and if you're inland, you think, well, those winds won't be hitting us. You know what? There's a good possibility this storm isn't done yet, because the eye has not reached the water that's going to raise. And if it gets to a Cat 5, the winds that are going to be coming inland are going to be 60, 70, 80 miles an hour or better, depending. There will be tornadoes. There will be, they're saying all up and down the coast, we're talking about flash flooding. So, going to lose power. People have already started losing power. Make sure that you have foods that you can eat, that if you don't have a stove, if you don't have electricity, sandwiches, things like that. Have a cooler, of course. I think in our area, the Kissimmee, Orlando area, they told everybody to be inside, nobody on the road after 10 o'clock. It's going to get bad. There's no doubt about it. And it's going to last. How long? They can't predict it, because it's going to be going across land. Will it weaken? Certainly. But will it weaken a lot? Unknown. Again, these things are unknown. This is what you have to deal with if you live in Florida. These things are unknown. And this is not a game. I mean, I know I've kind of tried to lighten the mood here and there, but this is serious. I hope everybody took the warnings of the professionals and those that know and did what they needed to do. There's a lot that can happen if you're not prepared, and I pray that everybody is prepared. Hunker down. A room with no windows. If the winds start getting really bad, if it looks like you have problems, that's the best place to go. You can't go outside. If you need to, now would be the time to get to a shelter. Find a shelter. Get there now. It's only going to get worse. These are not games. This is what Floridians are used to. Some storms come in and go out, and they're nothing more than just a storm. Some storms come in and go out, and they are devastating. And by the end of this, you'll see what I mean when I say devastating. The fact that it still hasn't reached shore and it's still gaining strength. And Jim Cantore is still out there, which he's been our leader for many, many years when it comes to these types of things. And God, we thank the Weather Channel for being there and keeping us updated on this. Please, people, be safe, be smart. Over the next couple of days, again, you could go out to your car and charge your phones and things like that, but you may lose phone service. You'll be fine. Weather radio, if you've got one. Walkie-talkie with a radio attachment to it, if you've got one. Just listen. They will be cleaning things up. They will be putting the electricity back on. You just have to hunker down and wait. May God protect us all. God bless America, and I love it. This is what we live for, unfortunately, in Florida. It's not a good thing and it's not a fun thing, but this is a part of life. And you can see the people from Puerto Rico, this is what they deal with. The people from Cuba, this is what they deal with. And they don't have the big land masses we have. So when it rides over them, it devastates them. That's all for now. That's all I'm going to share with you for now. But I mean, she's definitely something to be aware of.